Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at us.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky at us.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Well, I guess you must be gone then, hungry alpaca. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. It's me today. Your reckless leader he's still out sick. I don't know what's up with him. We've messaged him today, and there's still no sign of this guy. So you know what? Let him recover in it. Yeah. Let's just entertain the news that we have today in it. And some people are screaming. Actually, somebody said, who was it? Somebody told me that this is a fake news thumbnail. Who said it? Couldn't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Who said a fake news thumbnail? I put it up at the beginning. Now I can't find it. But you know what? It's funny because it's not actually news like that. I'm actually asking the question to the community: who thinks that Europa is not important? That's the question I'm going to be asking when I let the callers in. So it's not a fake news thumbnail, by the way, just to let you know. Yeah. But the first thing I want to get into is what Amorim actually said. That's what we're going to do in it. So it's not like I'm reporting fake news. Let's get into the actual news, because it's been reported by the Independent today that Ruben Amorim says that building for the future is more important than European success. That's what it says in the news. That's what it says in the news. So let's speak about that. Yeah. And we'll go from there, because I don't really want to say what everything they said. I'm just going to go over the quotes and we can just go from there in it. Yeah. So Ruben Amorim was quoted saying this: "Of course, we lost last week in the cup, so people are looking towards the Europa League as some sort of unique competition that we can win. Also, the competition, the connection with winning the Europa League and the Champions League." He also went on to say, "But to tell you the truth, I think we have bigger things to think about, bigger fish to fry." I know it's a strange way to say this, but we're trying to build something here that's going to be more important than winning a cup. I know the responsibility we have to fight for every trophy, but in this moment, we're trying to build something that is going to last more than any trophy this season. Those were his quotes. Those are his actual words, not mine, his. So that's what he said, right? Now, I understand where he's coming from in that respect, but for me, I don't know. Why can't we win the cup and then work on your philosophy afterwards? I don't understand. I know some people feel the way I do. I know, and I understand that some people must feel like, why can't we also win a trophy as well as changing the philosophy at the club at the same time? And we know that will take years. That part of it we get will take years. But I still think we should try every single thing in our being to go ahead and win. Yeah, win something. We have to try to get up the table. And if you're going to punish us in the table, at least don't punish us in the cups, innit? Yeah, try and do something else in the cups. So then at least you can say, you know, if it don't work in the cup, yeah, you can go, well, look, at least I tried something different. You people said you wanted something different. It didn't work. But you know what? You as a coach, Ruben Amorim, I feel like you have a greater scope of what the club needs, or what the team needs, I should say. Yeah, the club is kind of out of your hands, but the team is fully in your hands, and you're the person that is sculpting the youngsters and molding this team around your image, around what you want, in what you envisage. And if it's not working, bro, I'm saying, come on, fam, do better. I think there's a responsibility. I think you have a responsibility as the head coach in order to produce wins. Number one thing, yeah, and then you can change the culture, and then you can change all the other stuff, bro. But you should be, the first thing on your list should be producing wins. You don't know if I'm mistaken in saying that, but that's what I believe. Now, yes, I do, you know, and the thing is, here's the thing, because I am contradicted in this fact. On one hand, I do feel Ruben Amorim needs to do some things to earn time. but in one way, he needs to get rid of these deadwood players. And I see him doing that already in terms of like getting out the likes of Rashford, and maybe, I don't know how much Anthony was to do with him, but you know what? There's deadwood, but then there's also leaving yourself stripped bare. And I feel like that's what Manchester United are doing to Ruben Amorim right now. He's being left stripped bare in front of the public, doing how many interviews day after day, just laid out to the wolves. I don't even understand why he's getting all of these questions, if I'm being honest with you. Go and ask them, man, innit? Go and ask them, man, about what they think is important as well. Because at the same time, and when I say them, man, by the way, I mean Glinios, yeah? Why? Ask them what they find important. Ask them what they think we should be doing as a club in order to progress, yeah? What did they want? Because what was that guy's name? I literally can't remember his name right now, but one of the guys was hired to be the football, to handle the football approach to the matches. He said that Ten Hag, he's the one that's going to outlay what kind of football we should play. Yeah? Who was it again? What was his name? Well, why is people, hey guys, leave Mark N alone. He's allowed to be, was it Dan Ashworth? Was it Dan Ashworth? Isn't it that one that we got now? It's not Dan Ashworth, is the one that we fired. Yeah. I'm talking about the one that we Wilcox, that's his name. Wilcox, thank you. Wilcox. He was hired to apparently give us a football identity. Yeah. And apparently he was the one behind Ten Hag changing his tactics in the final of the FA Cup. So why is he not talking up now? Or is my man just telling you no? Which I kind of respect. If my man just tell, if Ruben is just saying to you, you know what, no, I disagree with everything you're saying, I'm just going to keep on doing it my way, then, you know, big respect for that, if that's the situation. But I still believe that you need to be a little bit more pragmatic when it comes to the approach of your football games. And I know my man called you naive and you took a little bit of offense to it, but I'm also going to say that you must be a little bit naive to the Premier League, bro. You must be slightly naive to the Premier League if you do not see that some things need adaptation. And I'm not saying you haven't adapted anything, please. And if people are going to come in and ask you, what do you think he should adapt? And I'll tell you, I think he should change his formation. You think I'm going to not say it? Yeah, Pete, do you think he should change his formation, Joe? Yes, I think he should change his formation for at least 1 or 2 matches, see if it works or not, see if he can get a tune out of certain players, because not everybody works in everything, fam. And until you can get those tools to work, right, you got to work with what you got. But anyway, I am choosing to back this manager, though. I am going to back him because I've got a new outlook on things. I was saying to somebody earlier that, you know what, I feel a manager now needs a minimum of 4 to 5 seasons. How are you going to implement anything in 2 to 3 seasons? The first season, if you don't like the whole team, you're just going to have a shit season. The second season, if you don't get enough players to change the whole logic of how the way the team plays, you're still going to have a mediocre season. And the third season, you don't know. You probably won't get backed at all, because that's usually what happens at Manchester United, or you'll get fired because you had a mediocre season and a shit season. So what's going to happen? You need to get to the 4th and the 5th season. This needs to start happening. I don't know how anybody else feels about that, but that's how I feel. You need to be able to get to that 4th or 5th season as a manager. So for now, you know, Amorim, do what you're doing. I think you're doing some things wrong, but I hope you get to at least your 3rd season, because the way that things are moving right now in the fan base, I don't know if you're going to make it there. But you know what? I'm going to stop with my yap. It's not even a crash out, people. Don't even think it's a crash out. I'm just telling you how I feel. And honestly, I think this manager can do better with what he has, and I think this manager is a good manager, but he's doing himself a detriment by just doing everything his way. Sometimes you have to bend a knee to the tools that you have, bro, or just adapt to the tools that you have in order to get to where you need to be, if you understand what I'm saying to you. You have to make a way for yourself to get to where you need to be. Sometimes you have to do things in life what you didn't want to do, or you didn't ever thought you would ever do, like for a job or something like that. And then, but you know what? It will get you to where you need to be. And you might even learn some things along that way. You might even learn new skills. I never thought I'd do recruitment, but guess what? Recruitment gave me the skills that I needed to be able to approach anybody I need to on the phone, face to face, whatever it needs to be. It don't matter. It probably gave me all the confidence to do all of this stupidness. It takes time to make sure that anyway, and he admits it himself, he's a young coach. How can this young coach not understand that there's still space to grow? There's still space to grow. But anyway, enough of my yapper. I'm gonna stop talking now. I think that was enough of me. I've got a couple callers in here. Let me go straight to Pav. What you saying,
Yeah,
bro?
man. Not bad, man. Not bad.
Tell me, am I talking yapper, or do I have sort of point in what I'm saying that there's space for this guy to adapt and learn as a Manchester
Yeah, of
United man?
course. You're right, innit? And people who think this guy's not unsackable, he clearly is. When the club sacked Ashworth after what 5 months, and he's probably more important than a manager, considering we not had a sporting director since what Gill and the Fergie days. That's more important for the club long term, having in place a sporting director, having a structure. So if them man can get fired after 5 months, clearly you can too. So that's how I see it.
100.
And
let's face it, yeah. Don't you feel like if there's so many players in this club, yeah, that he couldn't work with, what's the point? Do you understand what I mean in that? Like, I don't think every single player that we have here is shit. Yeah, I do not think every single player that we have here is shit. Surely he must find a tune out of some of the players that he thinks got something special there. And do you think he's getting enough of a tune out? Look, Pav, I kind of know how you feel already when you say, like, you're not allowed to say certain words, but you don't think he's the right guy, right? That's what you're saying, man.
with what I've seen, no, I don't think he is. And I've never really been a fan of the 3-5-2, but I still backed him when he come in. But I get pissed off every week watching these lot. And when I get pissed off, I just want anyone gone. I'm not sitting here week after week for the past 13 years getting slapped around. And I'm not hearing people talk about rebuilds. You ain't fit for a rebuild. Like, you can't handle it. What do you think I've been doing for the past 13 years? I've been listening to the same shit every week for the past 13 years.
Okay, I'm going to counteract you a little bit there, because I did just say, to everybody that, like, I believe a manager now needs at least 4 to 5 years before they could really impact this team. Like,
I misread 3-5-2, 3-4-3, same shit, 3 at the back. I'm not a fan of it. I've never have been,
whatever. I don't even care.
Especially when the person who's trying to do it isn't even doesn't even know how to set it up right defensively. So
no, but you see, this is one problem that I've had with you, Pav, even since Eric Ten Hag days, isn't it? Yeah, I think you jumped the gun too quickly in terms of, yes, you said that you was going to give this manager. You said that you didn't want him. I know you said that, yeah, but giving someone times means that you're going to have to get to a point where they've had at least enough of what they want, yeah, or what they need in order to start.
I didn't even jump on Ten Hag's back until the second season. The first season, I backed the guy straight away. Yeah. When I saw, what I saw in the pre-season, in the second season, and then the first 4 or 5 games, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? So yeah, but with this whole Amorim thing, I think it's more because of the results and not getting the best out of the players that he's got, even the ones that are injured. They were crap before they got injured. There's probably been about 3 players that have been half decent. I don't think it's been good enough. But again, I said this already. Like, Ineos needs to make a decision when it comes to the summer, whether he's going to be the right man to carry on or not. Because you, man, have got to spend money on this club, and if he's clearly not the right man, then why would you want to forfeit another season next year, buy in more players, and then go around in the same cycle again?
And that's the problem that I'm having now. This is what I'm saying to you about this 4 to 5 season thing. Because, look, we just literally, everybody's cussing Ten Hag for leaving us in the situation that we're in right now, that these are all Ten Hag's players, and this guy bought Maswari, this guy bought, what's his name? Ugarte, he bought Mount, and now Xerxes, and everybody's saying these are all Ten Hag signings, right? And he's left us in this situation. But at the same time, don't you think the manager's hands are tied with certain decisions? Because you can tell me that, he might have wanted to buy Mount, but you could tell me that he wanted to get rid of Scott McTominay. You can't tell me that, yeah? And just like this manager is facing the same kind of, absolutely. But this manager right now is facing the same kind of complications when people are telling him that they're going to sell Garnacho, and he's like, I don't want to sell him. Who said I want to sell him? You know what I mean?
This is the thing. Like, he didn't want Rashford and Antony in the team. They've gone out. They're doing whatever they're doing. Okay, wherever. But then, if they were the problem people in this team, then why is the team still shit? And why does it feel like the team's still disjointed when a couple of players are gone now?
Thanks to him, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
But like
perfect.
I said, anyway, he's got to the end of the season. Yeah, I don't know how many games we've got now between now and the last day. I have no idea. But the stuff about the Europa League, that shit pisses me off because other than the Conference League, which I hope we never get into, I pretty much want to win every trophy, even if it's a League Cup, even though that don't really give you anything in terms of like payout money and stuff for winning it. But you should be going for every trophy. It doesn't matter what it is, other than the Conference League. I could not give a toss about that trophy, and I would never watch Man United in that.
Do you think that we have enough to win the Europa League? Main question.
Probably
Do you think
not.
we have enough to win the Europa League? But
I'll be honest. I think we're going out to Real
we do.
Sociedad.
Yeah, we probably are. But I think that if we set up differently, we can definitely win the Europa League, or at least get through the next match. Do you know that?
But this
I
is
think
my
we can beat
thing.
Real Sociedad. I think we can beat
The
Real
Euro.
Sociedad.
As soon as we start playing teams, yeah, that like Real Sociedad ain't doing too great in their league for what they are. But Spanish teams we struggle against, Italian teams we struggle against. Come up against a Tottenham, yeah, if we make the next round. Brother, they've beat us 3 times this season already. Yeah. I do not believe in these players. And people might say, oh, we might pull off what we did in the FA Cup last year. Like, yeah, there's probably a 5% chance, but from what I've seen this season, this is worse than last season. This is worse than last season.
This is a bit of my own agenda here, yeah, but I'm going to ask you a question, yeah, before you go. Yeah, you can stay around because I might have a group discussion at the end as I usually do, yeah. But do you think we should have got rid of Ten Hag?
Yeah, he deserved to get rid of. You can't be telling me that you spent nearly 650 and had us in a position like that, and the signings you kept bringing in were failures. You deserve to be sacked. You don't deserve a job in top flight football ever again.
You shut up, man. No, you get shut up. Look, that's a rude thing to say. How dare you? Even shitter managers. Ollie's got another job, bro. Like, don't say that. That's rude, fam. Anyway, you're acting like this manager was shit. You know, this is what I got a problem with. Yeah, and everybody's saying that. Oh, the players now. But how come last time we weren't the players, but this time it's make it make sense. Make it make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to Free. What's going on, bro? Hey, what's going on? Hey, I've never spoken to you. One-on-one, have I?
Nah.
I always see you calling into KG show. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Bro, I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm a little bit angry. I just feel like everybody's giving this manager more grace than they wanted to give the last manager. But at the same time, I don't want to seem like I'm giving him more hate than I gave the last manager, which I probably am coming across like, yeah, let's just be honest. So how do you feel about what he's doing right now and his quotes? Yeah, because we haven't really discussed that with Pav. The quotes that I read out earlier about him saying that the Europa League, well, isn't that really important to win this season, isn't it? Yeah, the more important thing is we've got bigger plans, basically. He said he's got bigger fish to fry.
I mean, I think that it's probably, some lost in translation. But when I look at the past 2 seasons, we've lifted trophies and we've gone down even further and further. The trophies have been papering over the crack. It's like putting a Band-Aid on cancer. Like, we need some serious medical attention to the health of this club as a whole.
You said putting a Band-Aid on cancer.
It just doesn't work. It's like, I personally am one of those people where I believe a large amount of the problem is the players that we have. We have players that are largely counterattacking players. That, in my opinion, I know we're not supposed to talk about Bruno, but Bruno is, in my opinion, a counterattacking first player. He wants to play balls into space. He doesn't want to sit in the middle of congestion and control the game from the center of the pitch. He wants to be in a space where he can have the game in front of him and he can play, one touch, long passes into space. Even a Hoyland, he's better running in behind. So when we ask him to come short, hold up play, and bring us out playing from the back, it doesn't work. So we just have like a mishmash of players that don't really fit well together. And, even Ollie said it in his interview, with the counterattacking style, we were able to catch people off guard, but when it was time to move on and play a style that had us where we were controlling the game, we just did not have the players that were able to do it, whether it was ability or mindset. My opinion, I think a lot of it is mindset, which is why I don't mind Amorim being stubborn, because once he gives in, that's it. Once he changes from the 3-4-3, he can't go back, because the players are going to just say, well, if we play like crap and if we just go out there and down tools, we've seen these players do it before. How many players have some of these managers gotten fired? Like, they're going to be like, oh, well, we've even heard it with other players. Oh, well, Rashford likes playing on the left. I don't care what you like. Well, Bruno likes playing. I don't care what you like. Do what the manager is asking you to do. Bruno wants to play in the 10, but honestly, he's been better playing next to Ugarte. And when we bring in, if I was going to bring in another midfielder, I'm bringing in another 10 to play next to Xerxes, and I'm making Bruno and Ugarte a midfield partnership. I don't care what you like, bro. Do what I'm asking you to do. And that is the issue that these managers have had. It's these players are just like, even with Ragnick wanted to come in and play a certain style, and they had to go to him and be like, they can't do it. Okay, I don't care what you do. Then we need to show that so we can bring. Yes, because we saw against Liverpool, Bruno doesn't have to play the Hollywood ball. He can play conservative, controlled football, but he chooses not to. So that's why people get frustrated with Bruno, because it's like, well, why can't you do it? Why can't you do it like against Liverpool? Why can't you do it when we come up against Arsenal? Why can't you do it when we come up against like these big teams? But then when it's time to play smaller teams, it's all about the glory and it's all about the like individual stats. I don't care about GA. I care about W. Like, if your GA ain't leading the W, it don't matter to me.
But there's the thing. You just said it. This is the thing about the Manchester United fan base right now. So very divided on what it is they actually want out of this football club right now, instantly. Some people want instant success. Some people say that they're here for the longevity and the journey and, the heartbreak and the tears. But I think people are only here for it for someone who they like. Do you understand what I mean? Because if someone's going to go through that pain, and I think this is why I've had such a hard time accepting Amorim into my heart right now, and because I think the fan base have made me salty towards the way that you're acting, towards one manager to the next. I see it now from I've been here. I've not been online long, innit? Yeah, let's just be honest. Yeah, but the time I've been here, I've been cussed, yes, right? I've been flogged, I've been sent to jail, I've got challenges I need to do, yeah. And what I'm saying is, fam, I've seen the fan base sway from one way with one manager, to the next way. And then all of a sudden, they can erase everything that they said that they wanted in the last manager and say that they want it now in the new manager and act like nothing never happened. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing now.
I feel what you're saying. I mean, and the last time I talked to KG, I said the same thing. It's like we said, by the time Ten Hag was done, we was cussing all these players. I don't care if you sell any of them; they can all go. And now people with all the video thumbnails. Oh no, Joe, no, not Garnacho. What? Because of an overhead kick? I don't care. You can't sell Bruno. Well, if we could sell Bruno and like y'all, they be like, we need to sell this player and this player and this player. Those players are garbage. We're not going to get any money for them, and we're not going to be able to buy anybody good. Bruno, as our captain right now, as our best player right now, has us at 15. So even if we could sell him, where would we be without him? Well, let's buy some of these other younger, better players that can play the manager style. I don't know. I don't know where we would be without Bruno, but I know where we are with him right now, and it's not where we want to be. And in my opinion, if you're a Manchester United captain and you finish a season not even on the first page of the table, if I have to scroll down to find where the team is, you should be walking into the manager's office and turning in the captain's badge because you have not done a good job. And so I don't mind.
No, you gotta go. You gotta. You gotta go. So hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So what you saying then? What you saying about the manager then?
What am I saying about this
Evacuate?
manager?
Hmm.
I think that Manchester United put him in a tough spot. They gave him the Godfather deal. They said now or never. He looked up and said, this is one of the biggest clubs in the world, if not the biggest. If I pass on this, I would be a fool. This is my ambition to see if I'm the best of the best, to see if I can be the guy to bring them back. So now is the opportunity. We don't know all the assurances that they gave him. We don't know what they told him behind closed doors. Just ride out this season. We'll help you in the offseason or whatever. But if somebody came to me in that moment and said, manage Manchester United, I'm doing it too. I ain't never coached. I mean, I coached my son's U8 team.
I love that you said that, yeah, that do or die thing, yeah, because the last bit of the actual description of this video says Amorim made a mistake taking the job at United, right? So
Yeah.
the whole reason why I put that up in the first place was this. I saw an article today from Football 365, but it was quotes from Football Insider. Now, it claims here that Football Insider say that Ruben Amorim told his friends that he'd made a mistake taking the Manchester United job. And I was like, okay, let me click on
He
this.
probably did
Now,
because he probably thought these players were better than they were. That's what everybody, well, if Rashford gets the right, it's like, but he didn't know they were mentally
have you read
weak.
this already? Have
He
you
didn't
read
know
this
they were
article
quitters.
already?
I don't even have to read it. I know
It's
what
like
it
a
is.
quote. It's like you're quoting it, bro. It's like you everything, almost everything you just said.
He ain't know these
is
dudes was pussy. He didn't know that. He didn't know he was walking into a locker room full of pussies. That's the bottom line.
Well, I would have got rid of you, but they are pussies. So you know what? Look, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, it's true though. It's true. Look, the Portuguese boss feels that he should have. This is one of the quotes. Yeah, Portuguese from Football Insider, by the way. So, guys, if you're wondering where I got these quotes from, if you're asking me from end sources, no, it's from Football Insider. Claims that the former Sporting boss Ruben Amorim has told his friends that he thinks he made a mistake taking the job at Old Trafford. The report adds the Portuguese boss, 40, feels he should have waited until the summer at least and shouldn't have succumbed to the now or never ultimatum issued to him by the United Chiefs. Just what you said. And I'm like, bro, have you read this shit already? Yeah. Sources at Football Insider say that Amorim was personally shocked how bad the players are and thought that they were much better before taking on the job at Manchester United. You sound like you read the thing already, bro. Are you sure you didn't read it already?
I have not. But it's what I think every time I watch them play. I'm like, you guys can't complete 5-yard passes. You guys can't pass the ball. Even when you guys pass the ball, you're not even passing it to the right side of the man to keep the action. Maguire's moving super slow. They don't recycle the play. They don't know when to go forward and keep the press on. They don't press as a unit. Like everybody is playing as a bunch of individuals waiting for a magic moment. That's the thing that we always say about Bruno. Oh, well, we can't take him off. We can't sell him because we can give you that magic moment. But can we create teamwork? Can we create pressure as a team? Can we turn the screw as a team? Can we create situations where it feels like, the goal is inevitable. Every time we score, it's against the run of play. Every time we score, it's a magic moment out of nowhere. There's no time where I watch this team and I'm like, we are squeezing this team like a boa constrictor, and eventually the ball is going to go in the net because it don't have no choice to, because we're everywhere. We're doing everything right. We're playing together as a team. We're on the same page. I don't see none of that. How many times did we see Dorgu overlap and Garnacho cut it back inside?
So who you blaming then?
I'm blaming individual players, and I'm blaming Ineos and the Glazers. They bought the wrong profile of players. They didn't want Ten Hag. I'm not saying Ten Hag was necessarily the biggest problem, but Ineos did not want him. And so they did not make the change at the point where they could have made all the changes that were necessary. They let the cup win, push them into doing something that they didn't want to do, right? That's the same thing that Ruben Amorim is talking about, the importance of the cup win. We can't let a cup win is great, but we can't let that sway us from what our goal is. And the goal is not necessarily to be this cup team. We let an FA Cup decide what we were going to do in the Premier League.
No, not us, the owners. But you know what? Hey, Jeff, stay there because the conversation might continue at the end, innit? Yeah, definitely. Um, I'm just gonna go in order because people have been waiting. So I'm just gonna go in order. Or do we just have an up section, get them the hell out the way? Do I just have an up section? I don't know what they're doing here. El Capitan, what do you want?
Well, go on. Where is it now? I was gonna say, just bring in like the money. I'll let the fans have their say, and then I'll come on later on. It's fine.
Oh, you're about to do something silly, innit? I can feel it.
No, 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 no.
Sure.
I'll let you lot have your time. Just
All right, bro. Thank you for letting us have our own fan channel. You know what I mean? Not enough Chelsea ones out there, I guess, innit? You know what I mean? Anyway, no, I'm gonna go straight to another up because I feel like, oh, how you doing, guy? This is like your intro. Innit?
Yeah. Your club stinks. Your club stinks. Like, what is going on? Like, honestly, your club stinks.
Go on, keep going. I'm gonna give you like a minute. Go on.
Okay, a minute, right?
Or until you piss me off, at least. One of the two.
I'm not gonna piss you off. I'm actually gonna be honest, real talks, because
Right,
look, I admired the '99 team going to Champions League, legendary. From a Spurs fan, I was like, wow, all right. But to see your team, here's the thing: I'm used to being in the mud, right? I'm used to it. Look, I'm used to it, right? I'm used to it. But to see your team go down so bad, and not just that, your coach has said no Europa. Okay, it's ours now. It's ours. All right, go away, scrubs. Go deal with the rats and the water problems and all that shit in Old Trafford. But honestly, like, your team, I have never seen Man United this bad. I'm sorry. Like, you used to be the guys we needed to beat. And here's the thing, Joe. I came on and said, we'll beat you. The first time I met you, no, you won't. We did. And then the second time, no, you won't.
So you think I want reminding of that? You think I want reminding? Listen, I'm always going to back my team, but of late, I think I'm going to have to come to the realization that, like you said, our team does stink. But you guys are worse. And you should know this, yeah? Your team is shitter than ours. That's the problem that you should be thinking. Why are you coming on here talking about my team like you ain't got your own problems to deal with, bro? Like, let's not even, like, how are you saying, look at all the problems that we're going through and you're still below us? Then you want above. Now you're below us again. Talk about your club, bro. I might bring you guys back anyway. Oh, more ops. Oh, one more up. Let me get this other up out there. I don't know why all these ops here right now. Well, we just want to talk about how dusty our club is by ourselves, fam. What do
Give
you
me my 4
want?
minutes. Give me my 4 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
a member. Give me my 4 minutes. Come on. Give me my 4 minutes. Give me my 4 minutes. Like NN says. Like NN says. Give me my 4 minutes.
No, you know not NN. I'm going to give you 2 minutes at a time. How about that?
I'm a member. Give me 4 minutes. Give me 4 minutes.
I can give you 2 minutes now and then 2 minutes later.
Give me 4 minutes. Come
no,
on.
I'm doing it. Listen, I'm not KG. I'm not KG. Go on, talk, bro. You're wasting your time.
Do you know, you need to accept you guys are
Hold
finished.
on. I'm going to pause the clock. I'm going to pause the clock. You notice that the camera is not focused on your bed.
Oh my goodness. It's done. It's done. Look, it's done. It's done.
Bro,
it's
done. Not it's making done. Your bed.
It's done. It's done.
Telling you.
Those are the pillows. Those are the pillows. Those are the pillows. And those are my blankets. What more do you want? I don't get it. So you're now going to police how I do my bed. I have done my bed. This is my way. Is that a problem?
Yes.
I don't get it, man. You man have an issue with my bed. It's not messy. If you actually did science, you do know that when you sleep in your bed, you trap all the bacteria. So you need the sunlight to kill the bacteria. Duh.
Wow, you do science to make your bed. This is how I know you don't make your. Look how long it does. Get out of here, man. Keeping science to make his bed. Man said, if you know the science behind making your bed, Just make your bed, fam. What's wrong? Oh my god. Man, no. You got me hot. I've got to turn off my heat. 1 second. You got me. I'm bringing it back. No worry, coming back. You have to explain. No, I don't want to talk about your bed anymore.
In the way you make your bed. In the way you make your bed. Not making your bed. In the way you make your bed.
So, what do you want to talk about? Because I don't want to talk about your bed no more.
You guys bring it up. I don't bring it up. You guys bring it up. Ever since I've been on the channel, I get freaking bullied over my bed. Who cares?
But bullied?
You guys, do you know what United's problem is? Do you know what United's problem is?
If you feel bullied, then I must move on.
Every single manager that you look to, every time you look to being your Fergie. Becoming your Fergie, becoming the next manager to win you the Premier League, winning the Champions League. How about taking it a step at a time? Taking it a step at a time, getting the players in, and see where you go. Not looking too far ahead and getting far ahead of yourselves. And I think you guys should need to do a show of how many players under what managers are still left, because I think it's a bit exaggerated, in my opinion, from outside looking in. How many managers? I think there's only Oli players left. Because majority of the players are gone. Majority of the players of Mourinho's have gone. Mourinho's have gone. Van Gaal's players have gone. It's only Mourinho and it's only Ten Hag, Mourinho, and Ole. That's it. I think it's a bit exaggerated saying it's managers before Ole. I don't think so.
I mean, look, I understand that. Yeah, I'm not really going too far back on that, but just basically, the past managers have been here. I feel have also been done dirty anyway. So it's not like I'm looking towards this group of players, this mixed match group of players, and saying that, oh, to be fair, that team is mostly in Ten Hag's vision. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Mostly, right? Yeah. So it's not like I'm blaming the manager for the players that are here. Not at all. Yeah. But at the same time, you could get a better tune out of them, don't you think? Yes, that Coutinho,
he knew what he was getting himself into. He knew.
Well, apparently he didn't know he was getting himself into. Did you hear the quotes I just read out?
Then he's a fool.
Did you not hear? Did you not hear the quotes?
He's gonna get sacked, and it's unfortunate. But he's only got himself.
I'm not going to kick you out. I'm not going to kick you out yet. But listen, did you not hear the quotes? What he said out of his own mouth? Well, apparently, allegedly, because this is quotes coming from the Football Insider claims. It says Football Insider claims. So, you know,
I don't think Football Insider is a great source in general for footballing news in general. But I'm just reading what I have a better opinion. I have a better assumption. I have like a positive outlook on Amorim. So, I think I'm finding it disappointing that because he was an upcoming manager.
Yeah, but as an outsider, right? Why do you used to call Eric Ten Ballbag? That's what you used to call him, right? Eric Ten Ballbag, right? So
Eric Ballbag, yeah.
If he's Eric, whatever, he's him, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you believe more in Amorim? What have you seen more in Amorim than you've seen in? You hadn't seen in Ten Hag. Sorry.
ETH.
So what makes you? Yeah, what makes you believe in him more?
Considering what the resources that he has,
even though you're outside, you shouldn't be believing in us at all. To be fair, but go on.
Yeah, but I believe in the manager. I don't believe in your club. Considering what the resources that he had at Sporting, and the way he schooled us, I expected better of him. But the fact that he's not sticking to his style of play. Is sticking to his style of play and exposing these players. I'm kind of disappointed in my opinion.
Bro, stop chatting bullshit. The only reason you're backing him is because he's performing so shit and getting shit results that you love it so much that you want him to stay longer. Do not fucking lie to us. Do not lie to us because we caught you out for lying before. We'll do it again.
I'm not lying. I'm genuinely not lying. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely shocked of how bad you guys have been under this manager. I'm genuinely shocked.
But then what makes you like him and back him? Well, not back him because you're a City fan, unless like you're one of them plastic ones. But
no, because of our new sporting director and his talent ID, because he brought him in. He literally brought him in. He brought him into Sporting, and you saw the partnership that they were going to have, that they had at Sporting, and that they were generally going to have at City. So
talking of like ex-City staff members being at United, let's talk about your buddy Barada. Did we get catfished by him?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Do you know why? I explain? You guys have got a bit catfish because he was the CFO. He was in charge of the footballing group of the other clubs and negotiating transfers. He wasn't necessarily in charge of the ins and outs of the club, the ins and outs and dealings of Manchester City Football Club. He was overseeing the footballing group, where he was dealing with clubs all over the world. Maybe we might have needed him for the big transfer deals.
If anything, it's Barada's fault for the situation Amorim's in, because he's the one who's forced him.
Correct.
To come in now.
Correct. Yes.
So, am I right to say that bald people shouldn't be trusted at all?
Conversation. Why, bro? What?
He said what?
What's wrong with you, man, Pav? Anyway, you guys are boring me with that conversation anyway, so thank you for that exit. Yeah. No, let me go straight to the wrap up. Like I said, I'm going to keep it in order. Wrap up. What you saying, bro?
Well, go on.
Wrap up. Can you hear me? Oh, you're there. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
Talk to me. Talk to me, man. Listen, you heard the quotes. Actually, let me pause this into what you've said, what I said. You've heard the quotes that I read out this morning. Yeah. One from after his presser after the FA Cup, and now one from apparently Football Insider saying what he said about shouldn't be here, or he's having doubts if he should have been here so early. What do you think?
That's obvious, though. That's not news to me, bro. That's obvious. Look at his face in games, bro. Look at the disdain he looks when they got. It's obvious. That's not news to me, bro.
He's always doing this. He's always doing this. I said he's always doing this. Hello? The wrap up. I think he's having a personal conversation. Wrap up, I'll bring you back. Yo. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you loud and clear. Bro, let me tell you this, yeah? I don't know if you've heard, did you hear all the quotes I've read out today?
I did hear a few of them, yeah.
How do you feel about those things that was said, and the things that I've been said that he might have said to his friends?
Yeah, I mean, so about the first quote after the FA Cup, right? I can understand what he was trying to say. It's a bit misconstrued when they say, "Oh, he's saying the Europa League doesn't matter." He's not saying that. He's just saying that we should be thinking bigger. But I don't know how he thinks we should be thinking bigger, considering the position we're in. I mean, credit to him, he's hopeful and stuff, but you know, he needs to start creating results at the end of the day, because he's just going to heap more pressure onto himself. I'm still not Amorim out, and I haven't been, right? Because I still want to see this guy, you know, try and give us show us what he's got, right? Because I can see in an ideal world where, you know, he can lead us to the promised land. But again, that's ideals, and that's not truth.
I think that's more of a hope and prayer, because sometimes you need to see. Do you know what, right? In order to change something, yeah, I remember, and I know this is bigger fish or whatever, yeah, and different clubs breed a different environment. But you remember, who was that Dutch coach that went to Crystal Palace? There was a Dutch coach that went to Crystal Palace, Frank something, yeah? But Frank de Boer, that's it.
Frank de Boer, yeah.
Yeah, Frank de Boer, right. And he came from winning ways, I think, over at Ajax as well. I do believe he came from Ajax, right? And he came as like, he just won 4 back-to-back leagues. And he came to Crystal Palace. And his style of football just did not work. And I watched most of those matches. And I know it's different, Peter. I get it. I know it's a bit different. But the thing is, let me pause this because I'm talking. Yeah. The thing is, implementing a style sometimes in a different league might just not work. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So what? But I get that I feel like we all believe that he deserves a little bit more time so that we can see what he could do with more of his players. But at the same time, what have we actually seen to think that his system is working and he should get more players? What have you seen?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I haven't seen, Joe, I've always said this. All I want from this season from Amorim is one 90-minute performance, right? If I'm going to get that, I don't know. But that's all I care about, really, because I need to see it working, right? Now, there's been glimpses. There's been flashes. We've been good for halves, right? Where, maybe he's tweaked a few things, maybe playing out with a back four sometimes when we're on a transition and stuff. He's tried quite a few things, right, which make me think, he's got something about him, right? And I do think, actually, contrary to a lot of people, that I think this formation is actually pretty sick the way it works, right? And if he can make it work. But the problem is, as you said, Joe, about the players, and I wanted to go in the last show and talk about this as well. Even if we look at, for example, Leicester's miraculous season where they were 14th and they went all the way to first, right? I think it was. In their squad, they had, according to these general stats, 10 defenders, 12 midfielders, 6 forwards. Right now, we have 10 defenders, of which we need to get rid of 4, Lindelof, Malacia, Shaw, Evans, right? I say Malacia because he's out on loan, so I'm guessing they want to get rid of him. We have 8 midfielders, of which we want to get rid of 3 in Casemiro, Eriksen, and probably Mount. And then 6 forwards, of which we want to get rid of Rashford, Anthony, and Erasmus. So that's a lot of players that needs to be slotted and changed. So,
but you see, this is the thing, right? See, out of some of those players that you mentioned that need to leave, a lot of them are not even first teamers right now. So how much is it going to impact our starting 11 if we do get rid of them as well? This is the thing that people have to realize, the thing is,
we have to try and buy starters, right? And we have to then you go into the argument where you want to try and get better players in that can start, like a Dorgu, for instance. But this is another thing that I'm thinking of, right? In Kieran Maguire's argument, his article that was released talking about, United's finances and their data department and all that. United's data department was a decade behind, right? If not a decade, probably like 7-8 years behind, right? So when people say, oh, we need to find gems from the market and all that, right? To do that, you need data. You need good scouts and all that, right? Remember, this is the same data department that delivered us Rasmus Højlund, right? And it's only been 1 or 2 years since that, right? So finding these gems and the amount of gems that we need is quite unrealistic, in my opinion, right? So that's where we kind of go with Amorim, where, he's probably not going to get all the players he wants. Some of them are not going to do well, likely, right? So at the end of the day, as I said, he has to deliver performances somehow. And he's just piling the pressure on himself, unfortunately, which I feel sad about because I want him to do well because I can see his thing working.
I can see it working too. I can see it working if he gets the time, but he's going to need to overhaul the whole team. That's the problem. The whole team. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to do that, and that's the problem I think he faces. You see what you just said there about football scouts and Amorim? Yeah, it's funny because I hadn't finished reading out the quote from Football Insider, because Football Insider also spoke to former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown, who is still well connected at Old Trafford and thinks Amorim is destroying the morale of the dressing room. This is actual quotes from this guy's mouth now, yeah? Wow. So Brown told Football Insider he comes out with these statements that would be better left unsaid. It's a way about it's a way of going about things. He's saying there's a way of going about things, and I think he shows a lack of experience in England and in the Premier League. Making those types of statements usually comes back to bite you. He thinks they're the worst team Manchester United team in history, but he can't just come out and say that. It's destroying the team morale in the dressing room. For the players to hear that, it's not going to be any good. He's made some ridiculous statements, in my judgment, which really don't do him any favors. Now he comes out saying that if he knew what the problems were, he would fix them. It's his job to know what the problems are. He's managed about 20 games since he came in. He should be more than enough. So it should be more than enough time to establish what issues you got. There's a serious question being asked, which is there's a serious question being asked of him, which he's failing to answer. I'm not against Amorim or anything. I'm sure he's a good person, a good coach, but he's now learning about Manchester United in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that those statements are true? Would you agree with anything he said?
See, I don't want to give any weight to, leaks like that and stuff because it doesn't help anyone. The great thing about stuff like that is that at the end of the day, we're going to see what's what on the pitch. And what happens on the pitch is what will tell us, whether he's the right man for the job or not. That's the great thing about it. So, yeah, I wouldn't put any weight to it. And let's just see what Amorim does.
All right, big up yourself, etc. Listen, don't go anywhere. I still might have that discussion at the end. We've got enough people here to speak on it still. I'm going to go straight to another straight talker. Abs, brother. What's going on? A reckless elder in here. What's going on, bro? Hello? Abs? And just like every reckless one, a reckless entrance and a reckless exit. Abs, your microphone is not working. I don't know if you can hear me or you can't hear me, but we can't hear you, bro. Let's go straight to another reckless delegate. Reckless delegate elder. What's going on? Cream. What's going on, brother? Cream?
You can call me Dr. Brain.
Hello, Dr. Brain. Hello, Dr. Brain. I need a. Hey, listen. Anyway, what's going on, Dr. Brain? Talk to me. I'm good, man. You know what? The funny thing is, I'm reading these quotes right now. Which, by the way, I'm giving myself a pat on the back for reading so well because
yeah, that was good reading.
They're not bad, isn't it? Not bad. But anyway, these quotes from Amorim this morning, bro, that have just been coming out. Everybody's been talking about it. The fact that he said that, the Europa, he didn't say the Europa was not important, but, Ruben Amorim says building for the future is more important than European success. Is that a quote that you would agree with?
Listen, yeah, the honeymoon period is over. Okay.
The honeymoon
period is over. After you lost the FA Cup, listen, my expectations has now gone through the roof. Okay,
expectations after losing,
bro. That we need to win that Europa League. What do you mean that the Europa League is not? We don't need it. Of course, we need it.
Okay,
bro, that's
this is what
bread and butter.
And
at the end of the go on.
Hold on, that's our bread and butter. How much times have we won that? It's not our bread and butter. The league should be our bread and butter.
I'm saying this season, we need it. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just making an example. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need that. And also, like, that dressing room, what you just read out, with the dressing room, bro, he can't make the dressing room more chaotic as it is. He needs to stay with the ship. What's he trying to do? Obviously, he said it's the worst team in football history, whatever. Yeah, cool, we understand that. By the end of the day, you're the one that's managing these players. If you're so stubborn on this trade back formation, you need to make sure that you're getting the best out of them. Do you know what I mean? You need to manage the dressing room and say, okay, cool. Like the fact that we lost the FA Cup, that's just for me is a red flag already. So, what do you mean? What honeymoon period? There was a honeymoon period, bro. When you first started, we all got gassed. What's this, bro? Anyways, little string. Anyways,
just go on, yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. And then moving forward, even the Arsenal game, like we have to win that game. We have to win that game. I don't know how. We have to win that game.
You think we can win the Arsenal game? The only way we win that game is if we manage to take out like 3 or 4 of their players and they don't have any substitutions.
Yeah, look what Havertz did to Rodri. Look what they did to Rodri. Remember when Man City played Arsenal? Havertz was on Rodri, bro. We could do the same thing. Yeah. Within the first 5 minutes, bro. Take out. Don't even take out Odegaard. Odegaard is not even doing well. Take out someone. Because our attack is rubbish. We don't even have an attack. And
so we're just going to spend. So we're just going to send Højlund out there to just wrestle Rodri.
Højlund can send himself back home, bro. Højlund's on detention, bro. He's on detention. He's not playing that game. But
you want him to go take. Listen, he can take somebody out.
Bro. I'm playing Cheeto.
Oh yes, okay.
I'm not playing Højlund, bro. Højlund's got that suspension, bro. That 2-week suspension, bro. He's been fighting in school. Get out.
Do you know what I'm going to say to you right now? Yeah, because I don't know where you stand on this whole manager situation. Yeah, you're Amorim in, right?
Of course, but
okay. Are you Amorim shouldn't change his tactics in, or are you Amorim should experiment?
Oh, this
is the thing. I've not heard. I don't think you should.
Yeah, do you know what? That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, in the beginning, Amorim shouldn't change his tactics, but after the FA Cup, change your tactics. I'm sorry, you got to be proactive, bro.
He said what? How can you just go from that to that? It's just straight.
Do you know why? What are you telling me? What managers can't adapt? What? So what? Managers can't adapt? What's going on here?
I've been saying this.
I hear it.
Been saying this.
Even if you want to do your three at the back here, make it make sense though. 6 defenders. Come on. Like Dallow's not the guy. Bruno's not the guy as well. Like, make it make sense. Bruno's been saving us, I'll give you that. But come on, it has to work. Make it tick. Adapt to the formation.
You realize he loves Bruno, right? Bruno is like his Rashford. You know that. That's like Ten Hag's Rashford is Amorim's Bruno. He loves that guy. He loves that guy.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Yeah?
But I don't know, man. I feel like we can do well. I just feel like Amorim just needs to keep a cool head because all these statements you're trying to say about the team, it's not going to do well, bro. The media's already against him. We just make sure that he knows what he's doing moving forward, and then we can proceed and win. Just keep the dressing room happy. That's what you need to do. That's it, bro.
Oh, I pick up yourself though, man. Thank you. Hey, Jesus. It's that. I think, but you see, this is what I'm saying. I feel like if you spoke to some of the fan base now, that was against me a couple of weeks ago saying that you should. I've been saying I think he should change his tactics. I've been saying that I think he should adapt for the situation that he's in, and then next season move forward. After you get some more tools to fit your system, and then go for it. Go on the whole. Go anyway. I'm going to shut up and let somebody else talk. Hey, what's his name go? Where did Hulkin go? Hulkin was in there. Did he get to speak? Or was it who was it that didn't get to speak? It was the wrap up, isn't it? Oh yeah, you didn't get to speak. Wrap up. What's going on, bro?
Well gone. Listen,
yes, I can hear you now. Yes, perfect. Let's talk.
I'm gonna be real. The way I'm looking at it is like this. We need to hit rock bottom because the way I'm looking at it is that if we do this scumbagging wins, yeah, I don't mind it through the cups, yeah, but if we do scumbag wins and we got a decent place. Some of these players that need to go won't go in. That's what's going to piss me off. Secondly,
100.
Secondly, is this. I think I'm going to be real now. I don't care about manager, this manager now. The manager is irrelevant to the situation that we're in. Because if you read the articles already, Ineos are preparing for Europa League budgets. And we're not even make Europa League. So it's going to be dark times for a lot longer. That's why I keep saying to people, the only way we get out is this coaching has to come through for any manager, not just for Amorim, for any manager.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that has been like your quote of the season. Like, it's through coaching. Yeah.
That's the only way. And I said this to KG as well. For him to survive, and it's becoming obvious because he ain't gonna get the signings, he's gonna have to do LVG. And tap into that youth. I was against it, but he ain't got a choice. He's going to have to tap into that youth team because them younger players will be much more malleable and jump onto his tactics a lot quicker. That's the only way.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. And if you can see something coming from that, if he dips into the youth pool and then he starts producing some good performances, not necessarily win straight away, because sometimes. Of course, you're going to want, first of all, you're going to want to see these youth do well because there are youth players, right? And hopefully that gives them enough grace period to at least we're seeing better football out of these and a better shape and a better structure, even if we're not getting the wins yet. And hopefully the team will mature over time. And then if we can see that, then the ownership should hopefully fit in the pieces he needs to make it
and
work even better.
I'm going to be real. it's gonna be bargain. I'm gonna be real with you now. Bargain basement signings or shrewd signings. Forget Osimhen, forget Gyökeres. That's what it's gonna be. If you've been reading the articles, we're not getting no bad boy signings. Forget that. That's out the
We're gonna get some younger in it. We're gonna get some sort of another younger in it.
And some honest professionals that can do the role. That's what we're getting. Forget Osimhen as well, because he wants big boy wages. Forget all them type of signings there. You might have to. You know what signing we will probably get? Ivan Toney from the Saudi League. Bring him back. That's the type.
Oh, get out! I don't want Ivan Toney. I don't even want Ivan Toney. And I don't even think he was. People liked him. Do you think? I don't even think Ivan Toney was like that great. He was just highlighted a lot. Is Ivan Toney good? Hold on, let me go to. Yo, Peter, is Ivan Toney good? Would you want Ivan Toney at this club? Someone like Ivan Toney.
Yo, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Could you hear what I said? Did you hear me?
Yeah, but I have some problems with my mic, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Right,
no.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Ivan Toney, bro. I don't think he was scoring that much out there. Why
Bro,
should I sin bin myself? Why? Because I don't want Ivan Toney.
I've been watching the
He's
Saudi
banging
League.
in goals at the moment. He said he's banging in goals at the moment.
Banging goals in Saudi, bro. I'm gonna go bang goals in Saudi. Give me the money. Give me 10 million season. I'll go.
But listen, just quickly, let's get back on Ruben Amorim and the situation that we're in at the moment, right? You heard the quotes, yeah?
No. One more thing. If we bring Tony to play instead of Rasmus, yeah, 100%. But to be our first striker, no. I rather Jonathan David on a free in the summer.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, listen, if you could bring both in, then I wouldn't be mad at it, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Bring both in. One on the free and get rid of one of our other strikers and bring him in. Then we could talk. Then we can talk.
Yeah.
Other than that, all right. Now onto the. What do you want?
What did we just hear, Pav?
Hold on. Who told you? Hold on a minute.
Pav,
See, you trying to rush me?
Nah.
Man, shitting on Tony, when we got Erasmus up top.
Talk to
Too
him.
late. Too late, bro. Your rushing was shit, fam. Look, Abs ain't even talking, bro. He's not even in the studio. Your rushing was shit. Now sit down backstage, bro. What the fuck? If I could just fight, I would give you one backhand slap,
bro. This is anarchy, bro.
What is he doing? Listen, do I have to kick you out of the studio, boss? What is he, bro?
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat.
All right, kick out the studio. So I'm going to do to you. Get out. You know what? You get out. Get out. Leave. I can't kick him out. I thought I could kick him out. I can't kick him out, the bastard. Damn it, I'm going to ask KG to give me more power, so I'm going to kick this motherfucker out. Anyway, let's have a conversation.
Bro, listen. If you have ops, and they rush you like this on the street, you don't have ops. You feel me? You don't have ops.
What do I have?
Pussies. With one slap, everyone.
By the way, he was talking about the guy who did this. Where is it?
Smoking time!
If you get to heaven, write this down. You get to heaven.
Why dare you change it, you absolute waste, man? Do you know what? Yeah, this guy's going to make me end this show early. I am going to crash out soon. Stop touching buttons, man. But, this is a quick way to lose your powers, fam, Try now. Anyway, let me move on. All right, Peter.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the actual situation that we're supposed to be talking about. Ruben Amorim, the coach that we had from today, in terms of, do you think that we should be fighting for the Europa League or not? Or do we have bigger things to think about, apparently? Because I swear his job is to win matches, get us trophies, and make us a better team. I'm not saying that maybe trophies is down the list, but surely we need that money as well. And in order, this is one thing no one said as well. In order to attract these players that we want, don't we need to be in like good competitions?
Of course, bro. We have to win. We have to win the Europa League. First of all, I have a hot chip challenge. If we don't, so that's on the first place. So I don't want to.
Well, you got a hot chip challenge if we don't win.
Yeah, bro. I said I'll eat 2 hot chips if we don't win the Europa. But I want to do 1 because if I eat 2, maybe I'll die, bro. You don't want to lose me, you know. I'm too young.
Bro, just do 1. Just do 1, Peter. Please do 1.
1.
Yo, are you trying to forfeit the week?
Bro, if I eat 2, yeah, if I eat 2, and if I fart, I'll go to the galaxy, bro. I'll go out of the galaxy, bro.
I don't want to know about your flatulence.
Milky Way.
Well, listen. So you say we need to win the Europa League, yeah? And this is what I think a lot of Manchester United fans feel at the moment, because I don't understand why he's saying that we can't, or it's I don't want to misquote him, but basically he says that building for the future is more important than winning the Europa League. But at the same time, isn't that part of building for the future? Like, I would expect so.
Fuck the future, bro. I want to win the Europa League, bro. This year. Fuck the future. I don't know what's gonna happen in tomorrow. Not in 2 years. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Fuck the future. I want to win the Europa League. I want to go to Champions League. I want to bring, as many first of all, if he wants to implement the system and bring the players he wants to, you think everyone will come? You think everyone will come because we're Man United? No, bro. That died. Like, that died a long time ago.
We didn't get Bellingham, we didn't get Højlund, we didn't get all these guys. Yeah, I mean Højlund, so we didn't get Haaland. You know what I mean? These guys spoke to us and they said, nah, fam. They went, nah, nah.
If we don't qualify if we don't win the Europa League, we'll have to bring some regions, bro. And I don't want to see any more talents, any more 18-year-old, 19-year-olds. I want to bring proven players. I've had enough of this, Højlunds and I don't know, Garnacho, Xerxes. Bro, bring me players that they're gonna do something, bro.
Proven track record. Something that's even. Do you know what? Actually, and okay, I'm gonna apologize. I shouldn't have said not to take Tony, because at least he's got a proven track record of scoring goals in the Premiership, and it'll be more than what we're getting right now in it. But at the same time, I still think we need more in the space of providing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but proven players won't come if you don't win the Europa League. So his quote, I think it's a loser mentality, bro. He won enough in his career to say that trophies don't matter. It do matter, bro. You bring like a striker, like let's say Osimhen or Jokic. They don't want to waste another year not playing Champions League, not be at the highest level. Why do they want to waste their career here? Playing Carabao Cup from the first round, bro. Playing FA Cup from the first round against some, I don't know, bartenders and fucking, I don't know, waiters football.
Bro, look, it's starting to become a point now, yeah, where Manchester United, if we don't start winning things, we're just going to become a joke. We're starting to be worse than Arsenal. Well, we are worse than Arsenal in terms of football. When I'm talking about the joke thing, though, don't look at me like that. Look at Solomon giving me dirty. It's true. We're going to be worse than Arsenal. Yeah, we're going to be worse than Arsenal in terms of being a joke out on the mains. We'll be worse than Tottenham soon. Although they haven't won anything, but it's bad, bro. We're down there with them.
We'll become
trophies.
We'll become like Liverpool when they brought like Borini and Ricky Lambert and Balotelli, those kind of players. Andy Carroll. We're gonna become that.
That is what we are right now. It's Højlund or Andy Carroll. It's Højlund or Andy Carroll.
Gosh,
I think Andy Carroll is better than Højlund, I think.
Oh, 10 times, bro.
He scored goals. But anyway, listen, Peter, I'm gonna bring you in if we have some more time. Yeah, speak to you soon. Oh God, I'm in that mood right now, bro. I'm sad. Let me talk to this up real quick. What do you want, Arsenal fan?
Okay, all right. I've not called into banter today. I actually want to pick on the point that you mentioned on last night's show. I saw the point you made, and I think you are coming to the actual realization of what's going on. I think other Manchester United fans have not started coming to that realization. You said something. You said this was what Ten Hag was doing, and they weren't patient for anything. They wanted him out, and now Amorim is even worse, and they are trying to support him and do this and do that. Now the truth of this matter is, when things start falling apart, it's falling apart. You actually need to rebuild. You have to rebuild. You have to be patient. You didn't rebuild with Eric Ten Hag because you were not ready. Now the truth of the matter is that things has gotten worse, and things need to actually start from the beginning again. Now the shame is, Joe, you guys don't want to believe you are in the mud already. You need to accept that mud and start building.
Bro, we're in the mud. We've shacked up in a mud hut, bro. I'm sitting there with no shoes on, and I'm waiting for your further instructions because I don't know what to do here, bro. Yeah.
But let me ask you this before I leave, please. I want to ask you this question. I believe that personally, Amorim is a very good coach, and I believe, like I said yesterday, I believe he's better than Ten Hag. But one thing I'm saying is this: it is one thing for you to get a good coach. It's another thing for that coach to be good enough for you. Now, it's like you telling me to allow Diego Simeone at Arsenal. Diego Simeone is a very good coach, but I won't want him at Arsenal, not because he's not a good coach, but because his style is not just what we are expecting as an Arsenal fan. So we will not get the best. If immediately things doesn't just start getting right, we want him out. That is the same thing I feel is happening with Amorim. The process that Amorim has brought, the three defense thing, is not really your thing. You are just pretending like you like it. I'm telling you, as time goes on, that is what is coming out. The reality is here. That's what is happening now, and that's what I want to say to United fans. If I'm lying, Joe, correct me on that. The reason why
I'm going to correct you. Shut up. I'm going to tell you this. I think you're wrong. I actually do not think that he's playing a defensive style. I don't think it's as defensive. Look, we fall back. But I think that's one thing he's adapted to these slow, lethargic players. I think that's what he never used to do this when he first started, bro. He's had to, in the last 3 or 4 games, you've seen him do this whole low block thing where you've got like 2 lines of, you got 1 line of 6, 1 line of 4, and it's crazy how much players are backed. And I get that. But I guess that's one thing he's adapted since being here, because he used to play more. He's tried to play with more possession, just like the other coach tried to do. But these players, they don't know how to pass the ball properly, fam. So we lose the ball, we fall back into a defensive state, and then we get the ball again and we go on the counter attack. So I think this team almost forces you to play a counter attacking style of play, even if you do not want to. Yeah. Get up the pitch, hold the ball, contain. Don't want to do that. They want to lose the ball. Immediately, you have to run back and defend. So I honestly do not think he's trying to, but I think it just happens naturally. Bring me in for a minute, Joe. Got to get back to work. Okay, quickly. What's going on, Josh? Josh, what's going on?
I didn't want to call in, Joe. Big up, man. Big up to everyone. I didn't want to call in, but you know what? I noticed this whole stream. Almost everyone's changing their tune, bro. You're noticing? I'm noticing.
Well, I'm not saying that. Listen, I just think I'm not saying I want people and I'm going to pause it. I don't want people to just start being like, oh no, I'm no, what I want you to do is just like realize that there's things that can be done for him to get better results at this moment. I believe anyway. I'm not a coach and I ain't got no badges. Yeah. If you ask me, I think he could change it. But anyway.
Yeah, that's all. I just came in to say, notice how everyone's
that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. And obviously, don't stop reminding these people. We were right at some point. That's all I'm gonna say. And second,
right about what, Josh? What was he right about, Josh?
I'm not gonna say much. Because
Josh, what was he right about, Josh?
Let the silence speak. But I will say this, yeah. For Amorim, it's really important. It's really important for Amorim to win the Arsenal game. More for him than it will be for us. I'll say this, yeah. He just needs to win that Arsenal game, and he needs to win that Europa League. That's all I'll say. That's it. You can
All
take
right,
me
do
off.
you know what?
That's it.
All right, big up, big up, big up. All right, do you know what? Fine, straight to the point. Let me talk to this waste man that's been interrupting the show, though. What do you see? Me just take the timer off now, because after I talk to you, I'm just going to bring the rest of the people them in, and then we can have a discussion. But you waste man, you come here and just what's wrong with you? You just woke up on strippiness. Is that what happened? What time is it right
First of all, you said
what time is it right now? What time is it right now? What time is it right now?
It's 9:49, bro. It's 9:49 in the
You
morning.
just woke up in it. You just woke up and you just decided to be on strippiness, didn't you? Yeah. You rolled out your bed and looked at
but
the
it's
computer and
because
said,
of
"Let
the
me go
comments
on
you
my
made.
chill."
It's because of the comments you made. I said this
And
guy
then-
said he don't want Ivan Toney. He'd rather keep Hoyland, and
I never
he'd rather.
said that. It never came out of my mouth, though. I just said I didn't want Ivan Toney. I never said I'd rather keep Hoyland. See how you wake out of bed and you start having
right
dreams
now.
about himself.
No,
Nah.
you said okay, whatever.
I
But
never said Hoyland in that same sentence. That Hoyland, you see that? So you misconstrue things. Listen, don't touch buttons if you don't know what's going on, bro. Yeah?
all right.
And nobody helped you. You came down. I said, "Yeah, I'm good." You came to the party with backup, and then nobody backed you, fam.
bro. It's because I was sleepy. That's why the rush was slow. Even Pam was not expecting it. But listen. I hear people that want the the Europa League, to be won this year. But I think for me, the manager is just basically saying, guys, you should think long term now. Enough of this. If you're a Man United fan, I have some advice for you if you don't want to be disappointed. Is in your mind.
Ain't your time learning greatness? Is what you're gonna say? You can't
No,
put the time learning greatness.
in your mind, you should forget the Europa League, bro. Forget it. You will save yourself some disappointment. Yeah, Joe, I'm talking to you right now to tell you that this is a long-term thing. This is not about short-termism at all.
Got to do with what? Okay, bro, the project is a long-term thing. I get that, yeah? The project is a long-term thing. What's your permanent answer? I can see your face that cuts you off to your face. Listen, the project is a long-term thing. I get that, yeah? But at the same time, why can't we produce results in the meantime? We as a fan base know that you do not have your team. We know that, fam. You just came mid-season and they didn't buy you no players apart from one guy, and they got rid of most of the other players. So what's going on?
There's two types of managers who you say, listen, I like the food that you were cooking in this restaurant. Can you come and cook it in my kitchen? They're like, okay, I need this, I need this, I need this. If you want the exact same cooking, you, Joe, you're just saying, okay, I know you cook good, but forget that recipe right now. Can you just like make some just something for the short term?
No. Let's say it like this, yeah. He's good at making, I don't know, Portuguese food. Let's say I don't know what that is, to be honest. Yeah. So he says he's good at making Portuguese food, yeah. But he's come to my restaurant now. I want him to cook some jerk chicken, some rice and peas, and whatnot. Yeah. I've given him the ingredients for rice and peas, and jerk chicken. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying to you is now, as a chef, as a professional chef, are you telling me that because I've given you these wrong ingredients for what you used to make, you can't make a banging dish? I've given you all the ingredients, to make jerk chicken and rice and peas. Now, you might not make rice and peas. You might just make white rice and whatever else in it, yeah? But you'll make a dish out of that as a person who's a seasoned professional, correct? Yes or no?
Yes or
Answer
yes.
my question, fam.
Yes,
exactly. Because you know what? I've been in the kitchen many
but then
times.
you might as well forget about the jerk chicken then.
You open your fridge. No,
forget the
jerk chicken. Listen, when I sit down to eat my food, though, you better cook me something edible that I want to enjoy. Do you get what I'm saying?
These ingredients are messed up. These ingredients are expired. Some of these ingredients are finished, bro. Like, so you are going to focus on making something right now.
Came with this.
Listen, Joe, you want to focus on making something right now, and then you're going to forget about the jerk chicken, bro. If you want the jerk chicken, you got to give the brother the ingredients for the jerk chicken. You can't just like, you say, listen, forget what you actually
See, you're missing the point. No. Bro, you see what you missed there? You see what you just missed there? I've given him the ingredients for jerk chicken. He doesn't have the knowledge to make jerk chicken, yeah? He didn't make jerk chicken. He doesn't know how to make jerk chicken, yeah?
That's why you
He's
brought
got
it
all
in
the
the first
ingredients there.
place.
No, I brought him into... No, that's what I said. Remember? He cooks Portuguese food. Yeah?
Okay.
He cooks Portuguese food over where he is, and I told him to come over here and cook Jamaican food. Yeah, and he's saying I can't cook Jamaican food. I only know how to cook Portuguese food. I'm gonna stick to cooking Portuguese food, even though I've given him ingredients for jerk chicken. So he's over there trying to cook Portuguese food with jerk chicken ingredients, bro.
Then get a Jamaican chef, fam. Get a Jamaican chef. That's so
we need to replace the manager. Is that what you're saying, then, boss? Is that what you're saying, fam?
No,
is that what you're saying?
No. This is on the club for picking that particular chef, bro. If you want Jamaican jerk chicken,
that's what you're saying. You know what? You have just activated everybody.
You know what?
Saying, bring me in.
Do you know what? Do you know what? This is the funniest analogy I've ever heard. Right, Joe? If you want to have Caribbean food, you go to a Caribbean restaurant. You don't go to a Chinese.
Let me give you an analogy. Let me give you an analogy.
You've talked. You don't go to a Chinese restaurant and ask the Chinese chef, "Hey, Chinese chef, make me jerk chicken." That's not how it works. On top of that, can I also add that we don't even have a kitchen? Ronaldo's already complained about that. We have rats. What are you talking about? The ingredients expired 10 years ago.
Let me give you an analogy. Let me give you an analogy.
I get it.
Go on, talk. So,
what if a Chinese chef has got Portuguese nationality?
Let me give you an analogy, yeah. So now I'm 20 pounds overweight, yeah, and my professional trainer says in 1 year, Megan Fox will want to shag you. But on the other hand, Jennifer Lawrence is now interested in me. So what am I gonna do? Decline Jennifer Lawrence for Megan Fox?
Hold on.
In 1 year? Bro. Give me Jennifer Lawrence, bro.
Bro, wait, man. No, wait. Come on, man.
The analogies are getting madder.
PG.
This is. Let me just.
Bro, I know Megan Fox is. Yeah, I know. But it's in 1 year, bro. I've not got a girlfriend in one and a half year, bro. So give me Jennifer Lawrence now, and we'll see in 1 year. You feel me?
So what you say? So listen to me. What was the point
give
of
me
that?
Europa now, bro. I don't care what's happened in 3 years, bro.
Bro, we not Jennifer Lawrence right now. That's the problem.
Yeah, bro.
We looking in the mirror and we looking in the mirror and we thinking we Jennifer Lawrence. And
we don't have a stove. We don't have pots. We don't have knife and forks. We don't have even an apron.
Wait,
and this guy's saying make me jerk chicken.
No,
we don't even have lights. You know what? We don't even have lights.
Oh, he's there.
Of slow cooking that jerk chicken that you want.
Thank you, Preem.
We don't even have that.
Yeah, hold on.
Why are we doing it?
Yeah, listen. Let me quickly say something. Guys, let me quickly say something, yeah?
Preem, speak. Go on.
But, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I hear the process thing, yeah? And me too, I want the process thing as well. But I was kind of upset with Amorim, why? Because we didn't win the FA Cup. I'm calling that a small milestone. Because even to this progress, with this project we're going to, we can't collect little gems here and there. Which is the Europa League and the FA Cup.
Can I ask the panel a question? Can I ask the panel a question? Did winning the FA Cup...
Hold on. Let me just address bots here and then you can go through in it. Bots, so what I just said to you, can you respond to that, please?
Yeah. So it's like this, bro. I'm not saying the objective should not be to not win trophies. We have to try and go for it, but not at the expense of being short term, not at the expense of forgetting what the long-term goal is. We're trying to change the whole identity. We went to a manager that has his own way of playing, not a manager that adapts to what tools he has. There are certain managers that excel at that. You can look at, say, Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho can be adaptive, he analyzes what he has and then works from there. Pep is somebody who has a particular type of system. Ruben Amorim. No. Hold on.
Hey, but you're sounding like a Arsenal representative right now. Why can't we do both?
This is what I'm trying to say. This is why I'm pissed.
It's not like that.
You sound like them profs on AFTV, bro. That's what you sound like.
Players are not used to playing any other type of way. So right now, if you're gonna try and suit them, for the sacrificing your long-term goal. That's not the way forward. We're going to end up in the same cycle we've been ending up in the last couple of years. So right now, it's not even about this season's trophies. That's why I back what Ruben said 100%. It's not about this season. Forget the trophies this season. Forget
You're
Europa.
a loser, bro. You're a loser.
Forget the Europa.
Whoa. Let Courts go next. Yeah, Courts.
Yeah, Courts go.
Say that again.
If
Courts
can't
and then
talk, let me talk, please. If you don't
Courts,
mind.
can you
Yo,
talk?
what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, do your thing.
Yes.
Go on.
Yeah,
What I was gonna say is, as much as I enjoyed that FA Cup win, in the long term, did that actually help us as a team? It was good in the moment, but it didn't help us. Like, I don't like picking up trophies, but I understand the bigger picture. I don't think he's saying trophies. I don't think he's saying trophies don't matter. He's just saying the big prize, and the prize, as we know as Man United fans, is Premier League and Champions League. That's what he's saying. Like, it's easy to take a little.
Of course, the timing of him saying it doesn't help us when we're this shit, and he's telling us not to think about going for trophies, especially when winning that trophy will help us financially a bit for more signings in the summer.
There you go.
So bashing it right now when you're not in a position to bash anything because you've bashed the fans, thinks you've got it with shit performances and shit results, doesn't help your cause, bro.
There you go. Speak on it, Pat.
He doesn't have a long term.
But
At the moment, he has to survive.
But then, all right. So if you look at how we won that, FA Cup, we scumbagged our way to that FA Cup, and I didn't mind it because we won the trophy. But if you look at that Liverpool game, we didn't play Ten Hag's. We didn't. No, let me finish one second. We didn't play Ten Hag's football. If you look at the Coventry game, if the brothers' big toe was smaller, we're not in that final. If you look. Even the City game, I think that was a good performance, but we didn't play how Ten Hag ideally wanted to play football. So we changed formation. We played the 4-2-2 for the final. What I'm saying is this guy said, you know what, this is my formation. Everyone, when Ten Hag said, I can't play the Ajax football, said, why is he here then? If he can't bring us the Ajax style of play, why is he here? But now we're saying, right, we see what you've done at Sporting and at other teams in Portugal. You're going to bring that to the club, but change it.
Can I
make it make sense?
Yeah, let me add to that as well.
No, I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna say Abs, and then Jeffrey, and then back to whoever wants to talk.
In that case, earlier this season, because it's not even that far, when Ten Hag was talking about the trophies he was winning and we were playing rubbish, how come all these voices I'm hearing now are talking about trophies? We're not supporting Ten Hag when he was talking about, I won the FA Cup. You were all complaining about it. Even then, online, everyone started, hold on a second, let me finish, man. Even online, everyone started quoting Ole when Ole said back in his day that trophies are just an ego thing. Everyone started re-quoting him all over again when we were losing. Can you guys pick a side and stick to it, please? All you fans are it's embarrassing now. It's actually embarrassing. Do you want trophies?
I've always said it should be both. I said he should be performing in the league and he should be winning trophies along the way. I've never picked one of each. I've never chosen one over the other.
And Abs, were they in their first season when they said that stuff?
Who? Ollie. No, Ollie and Fink were in there. They were in the second season or third season even.
When you have expectations.
But we were all happy with it because when Ten Hag won the FA Cup, half of us wanted him to stay. We were okay with him staying. Then we gave him money. Then he came wrong. And then when he's talking in press conferences saying that, but I won an FA Cup, so I know what I'm doing, everyone was here arguing that he doesn't. Now all of a sudden, we want cups. We're not
saying that we should win the Europa League. We're saying that what Amorim's saying is wrong right now. The timing is bad for him to say it now.
Exactly. You got deep here, Abs, man. Come on.
It's wrong.
Man.
And also, he needs this money for his own rebuild. Like, we're talking about, coming a window where the manager said we need to sell to buy. This Champions League money helps his rebuild. By saying we shouldn't just be focusing on that, I get it. We should be focusing on Premier League and all that, but we can't do that from the position we're in. He's fighting for his life right now.
And the fact that we're not going to have any European football next season, guaranteed, he should be going for this competition. Brother, we're 14th. forget the league, bro. You need to put all your eggs into fucking Europa and get something out of this if you can. It's your last chance. Otherwise, next season, win the window, bro. It's peak. No European football. The sponsorship money is going to go down with no European football. Yeah. Do you think the sponsors are going to carry on continue paying that money with no European football?
That's what I'm saying. This is a
How are
chance.
we going to attract? How are we going to attract the talent that we need?
players.
Unless we're not going to attract the right talent that we need. You know what, Jeffrey,
Jeffrey, go on. Jeffrey, after. Jeffrey needs to
then
speak to
etc.
it.
Then etc. Yeah, Jeffrey, then
Yeah,
etc.
Jeffrey, go.
No, I think I understand what everybody's saying. I think what Ruben Amorim misspoke about is I don't think he's saying that the Europa doesn't matter, but I think that he's saying that there's a larger goal. I also think that what we're saying, we're just not accounting for the fact that our players are pussies. Like, I don't want to hear about this is not the right time to say this and we're going to hurt the players' feelings. And like, I'm sorry, like I'm of the mindset of like, if a coach says these guys aren't good enough, you should be out there trying to prove him wrong. But what we have is a bunch of players who just like down tools, quit on managers. And, you know, my issue with Ten Hag was not even necessarily Ten Hag. It was still the players. Ten Hag had to change his system because the players didn't fit. Like the players can't do simple things that you need to be able to do to make any of these systems work. So unless we're going to go out and get a manager who's going to say, all I'm going to do is counterattacking football, these players are going to have to step up and say, I'm going to have to adjust some things about my game in order to fit in this system. And I'm always going to go back to whoever is supposed to be the leader of the team. We're talking about the locker room being fractured. That's on the captain more so than the player, than the coach, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it works different over there, but over here in sports, the captain controls the locker room. The coach can come in, ensure the tactics, put out the lineup, do all that stuff, but the captain is the one that's supposed to be responsible for the players following and enacting what the coach is actually telling them to do.
It's the same here. It's the same here, bro. The captain should be making sure that all these players are in line.
Exactly. And all I see Bruno doing is flailing his arms, arguing with the referees. But I don't never see him getting in other players' faces like, yo, my man, we need a better pass there. Because how can he say it when he's also giving the ball away?
Come on. Let's come.
No, not come on. We're not about
You don't
to
think he's doing that? You don't think he's doing that?
Like he is a good captain. He is not.
He's doing it.
He is not. He's not a good captain. He is not a good captain. We are 15th. He's not a good captain.
The only thing you can say is, you don't have the proof to say what's going on in that dressing room with Bruno and the way he's captaining or giving the talk. None of us know. Like what you see on the pitch is different to what you see in the dressing room.
Exactly. That's
okay,
true.
but I need to see it on the pitch too.
In the interview,
that's where the failure
Jeffrey,
is coming.
I hear you, but in the interviews, Bruno's even saying that he talked to Garnacho on that in the dressing room. He talks that even Ahmad. He's saying Ahmad listens to Bruno.
Okay, well then they're not listening to him. So how effective is it?
Well, that's up to them, innit? Obviously, that's why he's complaining. As a captain, come on, bro. If I'm giving you advice, you're not listening to me, I'm going to complain, bro. I'm like, why not listen to me? That's why every challenge he goes into, he flares his arms up, he's chatting to the ref, he's talking about that.
That's cool. We can agree to disagree on it, but the biggest problem I have is I don't think that Ruben Amorim is saying that he doesn't want to win the Europa League. I think he's saying that we have a lot of problems, and winning the Europa League is not going to fix those problems. Will it help? Yeah. Will we have more money? Sure. But are we going to spend that money correctly? Are we going to bring in the right players with that money? Who knows?
Winning that Europa League, is probably the difference of getting an extra 2 players in the summer, getting a better quality.
Who are they going to be? Who are they going to be?
No, forget who they're
We
going to
don't
be
know
right
yet.
now.
We don't know.
Forget who they're going to
But
be.
it will be the
need that
difference.
Europa League, Jeffrey. We need that, bro.
Okay, that's like, okay, let's go back to the chef analogy. That's like you saying that's going to be the difference between me getting 2 or 3 more ingredients. Okay, but if you want me to make jerk chicken and you can get 2 more ingredients, come back with steak, I still can't make jerk chicken. Like, it's all connected for me.
But then you're willing to say you don't. That means you're willing to say you don't care if we win the Europa League, even if it means we lose out on extra 2 signings or a better quality
That's
player.
not what I'm saying.
That might cost a bit more, but now we've missed out on him because we don't have enough money for it.
I want to win everything. But what I'm
so
saying
why are you not
is,
on
I also want to be.
I
want to be honest about. I want to be honest about what winning it means. What does it mean? It means we have
Abs,
extra money, but we still have to make the right decisions after that. Do we trust any of us to do that?
spend the money correctly.
Go on, Abs.
The problem I'm having a couple as well is it's like we've taken what he said and just decided we're gonna have to twist it negative because to suit our own message, right? What he said was, sorry, I'm gonna read the whole thing again.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
We are trying to build something that's more important than winning a cup at this moment. Why did you necessarily think that, one, he doesn't want to win the cup, and two, what's in his message is actually wrong? Because we've won cups and we're back to where we are, square one. Going back to, we're doing a rebuild again. We only won a cup last season. Oh, we won a cup before that too. Oh, we won the Europa Cup years ago. We're still here asking for a rebuild. And now it's worse because the owners are just chopping everyone and trying to cut money left, right, center. So what he said
More of a reason to win it.
It's not going to fix.
I understand that. I understand what Abs is saying.
We never said it's going to fix it though. None of us have said it's going to fix anything. We're just saying that it helps for next season and the window.
But it didn't help the last time we win it.
No,
it didn't help the last time.
So should we not try to win it now because it didn't work last time? Is that what you're saying? So should we? If we don't trust any to get any players, let's not buy anyone in the window either. Then
this final question: has winning the cup made us either being challenging in the Champions League?
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't, Abs. No,
so then why are we fighting for this?
What are you doing, Abs, bro?
Why are we fighting for this?
What side are you on, Abs, bro?
Do you want less money or more money for the rebuild?
Crazy.
I want a long-term view. I have.
Do you want? He's not going to get it, Abs.
How are you going
to get it?
So I have seen us win a cup and come back to where we are in the beginning. So I don't understand why this viral anger that we must win this cup. We've won cups. We're back to where we are. So clearly that's not the pathway that works. Maybe we just have to accept that we're going to have to buy small and create and take longer to create this magical team that we want.
Why do we have to go down that route? Why can't we try to win this cup?
Because we've already won a cup and we've come back to this position.
What does that matter then? What does it matter then?
Because
it doesn't mean anything then.
The manager had to change his entire philosophy to win a cup. That then when it was time to go back and try to play better football that would actually help us compete in the league, we don't have the players to do that. So maybe it is we are not. The cups make us feel like we're a lot closer to being back than we actually are. And that's not saying
I don't think it does.
It's great. I love winning the cup. I love sticking it on City fans. I love sticking it on Arsenal fans when we beat them. But the reality is winning those cups did not help the long-term goal. And I think that's what he's saying. You guys are making it a direct correlation, and they're not directly correlated. Winning the cup, that's no losing the cup has no correlation on whether or not we're going to do better or worse in the next season, as we have seen.
Never said it did, though. Here's the thing. Let me just tell you exactly what I'm saying here, because I'm not making a direct correlation and say, see what Ab said about us making.
No, some of the people are making a direct correlation.
Well, listen. It makes no sense to say that, saying that winning a cup is a direct correlation of us doing better in the next season, because we've physically seen it not happen. What we're trying to say to you is, along the way in trying to be a better team, a better squad, better tactically, whatever, along the way, in order to, one, buy yourself time, in order to, two, give us more funds for next season, in order to, three, be able to attract better players than we're able to attract now, we need to win the Europa League, and it's a part of what we should be aiming for. I'm not saying the manager is saying that, by the way. I'm not taking that from his quotes, by the way, Abs. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying to you is, it sounds like it comes across like it's a defeated attitude already.
Can I ask another question? The last time we won Europa League, what was our transfer summer? The next one.
But if it happened before, it doesn't mean it will happen again, bro.
No, so the last time we won the Europa League, what was our transfer?
So if your ex cheated on you, you're not gonna get a girlfriend. You don't just want to.
What's that got to do?
That doesn't make sense. It's not working. That's why I'm asking straight questions and straight easy fact. The last time we won the Europa League, what was our window?
It was Fred.
He's been hurt, you know. Every time he's talking about
it was Fred, Lindelof, and Delo.
Matic.
It was Fred, Lindelof, and Delo. You really tried to tell me that winning it is going to make that much of a difference to our transfer window?
It's a different ownership, though, Abs.
These players need honesty.
Different
man.
ownership?
Different recruitment.
They need honesty.
Glazers still own the damn club. What are we
They
talking
think they
about?
Jennifer
Same
Lawrence, and
ownership.
they not.
My ownership.
That's not fair to say that. We've had a better transfer window last season, and people didn't even like half of the people that we bought, but everybody said it was a good transfer window. You can't tell me it wasn't for that manager. For that manager, it was a good transfer window. You can't say it wasn't. So why should we not expect another good transfer window? Decent amount enough to get at least four to five people.
Great point, Joe. Yep. So
Why can't we believe you can have another good transfer window, Abs? Why can't we if we just got a good one?
I'm just
You can't
asking
tell me
you
it
how
wasn't
much more effective were we in the transfer market the last time we won Europa League, since everyone's battling for it. And then I'm going to go back to my same thing again.
New ownership.
Sorry. Then I'm going to go back again. The last time we won cups, did it make us better in the league? Did it make us better in Champions League? The answer to both those questions is no.
Did it get us more money to be able to do that?
You can keep fighting it, but I'm not doing opinions now. I'm doing facts. Did we do better in the Champions League or the league after we won these cups beforehand? The answer is no. So why are we fighting for this?
Abs, do you want less money or more money?
No, that's not. You know what? Yeah, fuck that. You know, I'm just gonna say this. Bro. You're telling me that. You're telling me. I'll answer it. I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, this is facts as well, bro. I'm actually, it's not a fact. It's the opinion. I'm gonna ask your opinion. Are you telling me that because you win something one season and it didn't do nothing to affect you the next season, you shouldn't try to win it again? Is what you're telling me?
I'm saying that it hasn't
Listen
worked.
back.
It didn't work.
Answer
Listen to
back.
what I'm saying.
Answer
Listen to
back.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna go again. It didn't work the last time. So instead of fooling myself, I'm now sitting here going, maybe this rebuild needs to take longer than I need to win a cup now, and the next year will be challenging. Maybe it's going to take longer than that. Maybe we have to be in a position where we have to sell all these rubbish assets that we have and actually start buying the Dogus, the really young players, and build up from there, and then give them 2 years to get to the right place. Maybe we have to look at the way we're operating differently to the failure we've had in the last 14 years. Maybe we have.
So I'll give you a bomb. I'm going to rebuttal. I'll give you a bomb, but I'm going to rebuttal. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Yeah, you're saying that we have to hit rock bottom and stuff, yeah, fam. But what I'm trying to say to you is, look at where we are right now, yeah. And you're saying that you've 100% seen that it didn't work last time, so therefore we're not going to go for it again. It doesn't matter, and blah 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 blah. Bro, you're saying things out of history, but it doesn't mean that we was run properly and we was doing things correctly. Yeah, just because something didn't work once doesn't mean you shouldn't do it again. So it's one time you tried. Remember when you were telling me about
14 years. 14 years.
I think if we win Europa, there are benefits to it. There are benefits to winning Europa.
As well that winning a competition should equal correlation in the league. Whoever said that? Winning the competition is just proving that you was the best in the competition, or maybe you had a good run or whatever. One, it gives you more money, and two, if you can say that we want to sell players as well, you would just say we need
that's what we need, guys.
Wouldn't it be better to say that we had a Europa League winner to sell it? We have a Europa League winner here now. Sell him. Sell him then.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. We need that.
Why can't that help?
Okay.
Doesn't that help?
I mean, if we are sure that the ownership group is going to work smartly, then cool. I mean, I haven't seen them making great moves. They kind of 50-50 on what they've been doing, in my opinion. So it's still, the jury is still out on them, in my opinion. But I also think
we're not sure, but we'll still go for it, though. We'll still do it
through the season, and we're like, you got to pick up the slack of a terrible season where we all thought things were going poorly anyway, and now it's like, if you don't win this, you're out. Like Ten Hag ain't win Europa League.
I'm saying out.
Didn't win Europa League.
Once again, don't say that, because this is the problem I have. I'm not saying out.
No. I'm not saying anybody's saying out. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, if we had been with Amorim this entire season and we were 15th and he was saying this, I get it. But he's coming into crap, in my opinion, with a locker room full of pussies who are trying to. I feel like they're in a standoff right now, and they're all looking around like everybody's saying, you got to change your system. You got to change your system. We hear the leaks from the locker room. The players don't know if this system is going to work, and he's standing firm. So he's in a situation right now. He's got to find a way to make it to the offseason. He's got to go through his training camp. He's got to find some players. Hopefully he finds some youth players. Hopefully if we win Europa, they can bring in those 2 players you guys are telling me about. Whatever. But I don't think he was like he said in the article. He regrets taking the job because they made him an offer he couldn't turn down, and he didn't realize how dire the situation he was walking into was. And he's looking at this team and being like, if everybody is saying we have to win this, like, with what? With what? Look at these players that I have. And you telling me I have to win something with them? I can't depend on them. I can't depend on them to make a 5-yard pass.
I mean, I get that, bro, and I'm not saying that we should
try,
I
brother.
don't believe hold on. Do you know what? Ed,
He's not
Ed,
trying.
Ed. Oh, one second.
Trying. He's trying.
1 second, Ed.
The players
Ed,
on.
speak.
You don't hear me, yeah?
Kinda. You sound a bit like you're in the toilet, though. And you look at this guy. Hold on, come back here, Ed. Look at Ed. Ed, come back. Ed. No, he ran away. Ed, come back here.
We did.
Ed, don't go anywhere. Where'd you go? You were there. You disappeared.
Round 0 seconds. This picture is reminding me of Onana doing the Onana, like, you know.
Ed, do you know what? You've been listening. Ed, you've been listening. What have you come to say then? Talk to us then. You've been listening for a while. You've been sitting there. You've heard a lot of opinions. Where do you lie in all this conversation?
Well, is this guy Amorim out or something?
I don't know. Let him talk. We've not heard him.
No, I'm not Amorim now. I'm not Amorim now. I'm leaning more to what Abs is saying, where in terms of like what has winning stuff done in the grand scheme of things. I hear
gotten us more money.
I hear it in terms of you want money from the, but I'm gonna keep real. You get that £7 million from winning Europa, bro. That ain't getting you much. You know what I mean? I hear you say that. I hear you say,
TV deals.
TV deals, bro.
Selling players. Sponsorships.
You sell, man.
TV deals.
How much
into the Champions League.
How much are we getting from selling, man? We won the FA Cup and are in Europa. We ain't getting
Champions League. We in the Champions League.
Champions League brings you 20 million.
When we were in Champions League a couple years ago, we were shouting to get sold. We couldn't get these man sold. Harry Maguire couldn't get sold even when it was a Champions League player.
He didn't want to leave.
Are you wearing headphones? Hold on 1 second. Ed. Are you wearing headphones or something?
No, let me come out. Let me come back in. Might be.
Yeah, flush.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I tell you what. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm waiting for him. Yeah. Go on then. You know, let me talk to. Hey, Kings, you've come back in here. You've been listening to this Manchester United conversation. What brings you here as an Arsenal fan to try and tell us what you've come here to try and tell us?
For me, I think it's mad to say that winning a trophy is an issue. For me, winning is never the issue. Other things, more than one thing can simultaneously happen, right, in football. So, you won trophies, you didn't progress, doesn't mean that you should stop winning trophies and focus on other things. Big clubs should always focus on winning, and then the progress should come from the top. You can't say that winning the Europa League is a net negative because you won before and you didn't improve. You didn't improve because you weren't buying the right players. That doesn't mean that winning now is also going to be a problem. Because if you win now with your new hierarchy, having more money, getting into the Champions League, it's only a positive. Surely.
How is an Arsenal fan talking more sense than Abs? I can't believe it.
Of course, bro.
Yeah,
it's just opinion. It's just opinion. You never say more sense.
I have to reply to that because that makes sense.
I know. I knew this was going to happen.
First things first. I never said I don't want to win anything. Let's just make that clear, right? I support United. I supported United probably longer than a lot of the people that are in this thing watching, right? I would love to win everything, but I have noticed that winning everything or winning is not fixing the major problem of
Hold
this.
on, Abs. Why did you say that comment though? What do you mean you're the boy longer than us, bro? Come on, man. We're trying to lick him, man.
Am I older than you?
It don't
Am I
matter,
older than
bro.
you?
Man said I was the boy longer, bro. It don't matter, bro.
Am I older than you?
United, bro.
If I'm older than you, I've supported the club longer than you. So I don't know what I've said wrong. Again, you're taking my words out of context. That's up to you.
Yeah, just go on, keep going.
That's what we all seem to do.
Finish your point, please.
Right? But I have been here long enough to realize that winning these trophies has not equaled better. So I'm not putting the pressure on that anymore. I'm trying to see how are we going to fix the mud that we're in. Now, everyone's talking about all this money and stuff, but yeah, the owners that own about 70% of this thing have not put a penny into this club. And if they did, we wouldn't have that 1 billion debt in our heads, and we wouldn't have the 2 million something that we have to pay every year.
True.
So you guys think you're gonna get all this extra money, and the Glazers not gonna eat? Ineos are not gonna eat. And on top of that, do you now all of a sudden
anyway? Maybe they're working for the Glazers. Maybe
Anyway,
they want money.
one fucking person. Let me just finish the last point. And all of a sudden, in this panel now, I've heard you all this season since Ineos have come in here. You guys don't even trust them, but all of a sudden now you trust them to do the right thing when we win the trophy. Because that's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, I talked about the data department ads.
I still don't trust them.
I know that I don't trust them.
You don't have to trust.
But it's the best chance we have.
Still on fraud watch.
You didn't trust the Glazers, but you knew they would spend money certain times, innit? They would waste the money, but they would still spend the money. So it's not like we trust Ineos, bro, but I still believe that it's in their best interest to try and build this manager up in the summer to the best of their ability and get rid of some and get in some new players. And I think they will do that bit okay. Look, in something that you can not like something, but you can see the benefits of having it. Do you know what I mean? There are benefits and there are consequences for having certain things, bro. And right now, we can see the benefits and, well, I don't know all the benefits just yet because I don't think most of them come to fruit, but we've seen the inconsistencies of the Ineos group as well. So, you know, bro, there's always good and bad with everything in it. So we're just waiting to see the good part again. That's what we're waiting for. Because there's one thing that's been good about them since they've been here. They got Erik ten Hag what he wanted at the time. And now we're just waiting to see if he can get him what he wants. Don't you think? You don't think that Ineos are going to try and do that?
Well, let's hope and see,
Did they get Ten Hag everything he wanted?
I'm not going to say everything. This is why we know. Listen, but stop saying everything. You see, you're putting words into my mouth now, yeah? He got most
the
of what he
title of
wanted
this show
then,
should be out of
yeah?
context, bro. Because I feel like everyone's just taking things out of context.
Come on, man.
Rename the show, Joe.
You know,
Rename it, bro.
Yeah, nobody gets everything they want in it, yeah? And sometimes you get your second choice, sometimes you get a third choice, sometimes you get nothing, yeah? But at the end of the day, bro, he got a majority, he got rid of some players, and I'm not going to say that there was all his choice and everybody that came in was all his choice, but he got a revamped team. Definitely.
Yeah.
You can't say he didn't.
So what do y'all think Amorim needs to change in order to win the Europa League?
That's another string.
That's not going to have a long-term negative effect on his ability to implement his style.
You see that question?
That's another string. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do, Jeffrey? Do you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask him to play 4 at the back because that's been so successful this season when Ten Hag was here. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm not even part of this conversation. Now I'm going out. Peace.
Now listen. On that note, I hope you. Yeah, take care. Jeffrey, I beg you, pull up later, innit? Yeah. We might have to do another show now because this is interesting. But actually, no, we got too much things to do today. Actually, we got games to watch. I'll tell you what. This conversation, please pull up again though, because it's been a very good one. We're gonna try and reorganize something. I might have to do another Reckless Roundtable maybe tomorrow or something. Now it depends on how long KG's ill as well. Remember, KG's ill, guys. I can't tell you when he's gonna be back. Hopefully he's back, but I know he's got other work to do. You know, he's got to pull up for UV and that. So let's see if he pulls up, and then I'll let you know what's happening. I can't tell you guys if clubs are still happening. Courts, I see there, I understand, but literally have not spoken to him this morning. We've messaged him, have not got back to us, but we know we had to do the thing, innit? So once we get hold of him, then you guys will know. We'll be there in the community post. So look out for that if you're interested in finding out what's happening this evening. So yeah, Preem, just look out in it. Preem as well, look out for a message or so. We'll let you know what's happening as well because it's your team. But guys, with that being said, I beg you guys, are you on the full view? Listen, I'm waiting for a phone call, innit? I'm waiting for a phone call, innit?
Hey, Joe.
What?
So you're telling me my man, he was fasting for 2 days and now he's sick, man? Is it that weak?
He thought he could go into a drive. He was reckless.
Yeah, bro, listen, he was cooking food yesterday, and you know, after that, I think he must have just felt ill, bro. He can't handle it.
He can't handle the pressure, man.
Listen, okay, I'm not familiar with the fasting rules. Yeah, what happens when you're ill? If you're ill and you
No,
fast.
when you're ill, you don't have to fast. When you're ill, you don't have to fast. If
No?
you're ill, you don't have to fast. If you're pregnant, you don't
Forget
have
the
to
fasting,
fast.
Joe. One sec. No, don't forget the fasting. Like, Joe, have you not contacted Flex yet?
No.
Joe!
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky at that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb.
Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.